Good to see you guys. It's great to get the players, these rookies back here and in town, meet them, get to know them a little bit. We've got a whole lot of them. There's 108 of them. So Veach and his crew have done their job. They've accumulated a lot of good players, and it's actually a good group. My hat goes off to them for learning the way they're learning and putting everything together where we can go out and actually have some good practices. So, anyways, with that, time's yours.
Well, along those lines, what was the kind of thought process about having so many guys in this camp, and when was the last time that you had guys in the camp this big?
Yeah, so last year we had 93. So you always find 2 or 3 guys in that mix. The more guys bring in, better chance you have of finding guys if there is quality, if they're that quality to where you feel like you need to bring them in here. So it's we'll see. And we know that college free agents are the second highest number percentage-wise of making a team besides a first-round pick. So and that's all done by numbers. There's just a lot more of them. So.
Coming down to the draft, 4 months until you kick off, do you feel like you've improved the roster in some areas?
I think Brett's done a great job with that, along with his guys. But I think they've really made an effort to upgrade some spots. We did it in free agency. 3 or 4 guys come in, and they're quality players. And then you had the rookie class in, and there were some X's that probably needed to be filled there on the board, and I think he was able to fill those spots, and with quality, again, quality players. And then seeing them out here move around, you always are curious to see how that goes. But it looks like they're what we saw on tape here. We'll see when we get in pads and that, but they move around well.
Speaking to that, what excites you most about Damien Johnson and what he might be able to do alongside veterans such as DeMarcado and Kenneth Walker?
Yeah, so he, first of all, he's got a good feel for things, smart kid, good kid. And he's got that lateral quickness. We had LaShawn McCoy here for a bit, and he's got a little bit of that to him where he can shift gears and still get himself upfield quickly. I like the way he pass protected. I like the way he catches the football. And it looks like he can do that here. We're not doing live stuff, but the catching part he does easy. And probably most of all, I just like his smarts. He's going to help on special teams too. So Dave has him in that up back position on the punt team, and able to make all the calls and get guys going in the right direction. So.
How much of his receiving ability did really sort of drive you guys targeting that?
It's important in this offense that you're able to catch the ball. You got to be able to block, and he showed that. At the same time, you got to be able to run the ball. So the more you can do, we'll utilize you in those areas, and it puts pressure on the defense.
Andy, obviously you're orienting with the rookies now, that's your primary focus, but I wondered if you could speak a little bit to what the tweaks in offensive system you might be looking at, having brought in Kenneth and with EB coming in and the very things you just spoke to.
Yeah, for the most part, it'll be the same. The plays are the same. It's just what areas you draw from. So you got a bunch of different areas, whether it's your drop back game, your 3-step game, your play action, your movement, screens, all those things you've got in the game plan, or the opportunity to put them in the game plan. It's just what one you draw from to put in there. But I think when you see Kenneth, I think he catches the ball easy, and so he's another one that can help you in that area. And DeMarcado's the same way. DeMarcado did that for Arizona.
You studied it. I mean, you're going through the whole thing, of course. But do you find yourself thinking about different aspects of it than maybe you have in recent years, or not really?
Well, we've got one ball, so we just. But if you've got talent, we're going to try to get it to you and move it around. And the base premise is to make sure you keep the defense on their toes and to score touchdowns. So we've got guys. We should have guys, if they're all healthy, perfect world here. We should have guys that can do that.
Coach, you want some new coaches in as well.
I got you. Go ahead.
Eric, you've known for a long time, but what have you learned about Chad O'Shea at this point, and then maybe a little bit about DeMarco Murray as well?
I like the way they go about their business. They're thorough. They're good with the players. They're demanding, and they're asking these young guys here to do what they do. And then we have meetings with the other guys, so you get to see them operate in a meeting room and hold people accountable. So I like that part so far, and they seem to be good teachers, which is the primary thing.
What's your top 4 picks?
Go ahead. Let him just grab one here, man. He's raised that hand like 5 times. I'll come back to you. That's all right. That's all right.
Just your impressions of a couple of the undrafted guys. One of them is coming in here, this John Michael Gillenborg, and Jeff Caldwell as well, the tall wide receiver from Cincinnati.
Yeah. Both, I think, are quality players. It looks like out there. It'll all be about the urgency, confidence that you put forward, know that you belong, and get yourself mentally prepared that way. And we try to encourage that with the guys that are free agents. All of a sudden they look at 108 guys, and the lines get longer, and then they're going, well, we got another 90 that are going to come in here, or we're going to be part of another 90 that are going to come in here, and some of these guys have playing experience. So you can talk yourself out of that, especially if you're starting at the end of the line, and so you can't do that, and it'll be important for those two to make sure that they keep themselves right there and just learn, and then improve every day. But both of them have the chance to play at this level.
Pete?
Yeah, it's the first time we're talking through the draft. The top 4 pick for defensive, I guess, why was it so critical as a staff and personnel staff that you felt was going in that
Sure.
direction?
Yeah, well, I thought we had, first of all, the majority of holes there, but they were also good players that we had a chance to put in position there. So, and I mean, I know how important defense is. I know I've got this offensive thing going, but it's but defense is a major league part of the winning in this league. So,
Herbie?
Coach, you're about 3 weeks away from OTAs, phase 3. Patrick Mahomes' recovery process, how much do you anticipate him doing once OTAs start?
yeah, we've got to see on that. He is in a good position to be able to do some things. There's some rules and regulations that go with that, Herbie. So we got to just make sure that we're on top of that part. But if he can do some things, phase 2, remember, is there's no contact, there's no offense versus defense. So it's phase 3 that you get into that, and once you start the clock, then the clock's got to be rolling. So you just have to evaluate what you want to do there. But he's in a position where he can do everything, I think. So.
I apologize, Coach. Just a quick follow-up there. When the rules and regulations, or are you talking about just having like the ability to put him on, physically unable to
Right.
perform?
Yeah.
Sam?
Andy, what have the conversation's been like with Dave, and just knowing that process still has to play out, Coach?
Yeah, so Dave's been very upfront with everything. We're still going through that whole procedure, and in this case, you always let the law enforcement part take care of itself and work its way out, And so that's where we're at right now. But we're aware, and we've had communication with both sides there. So, with the law enforcement side and David.
Go ahead.
Andy, really just with the big picture with Patrick, do you still have a sense of sort of the arc of his recovery as opposed to like what's just right in the foreground? I mean, do you have a rough working estimate here?
Everything changed, and it hinges on one man refusing to slow down. Travis Kelce is not fading away. He is tightening his grip on the Chiefs' future. Training camp, Andy Reid made it plain. 108 rookies. Competition brutal. Yet amid the noise, Kelce stands as the constant. Not a veteran. An extension of the coaching staff on the field. Reid loves the numbers game. More players, more chances, more hidden gems. But his advantage is experience. Kelce's experience. While new faces scramble to prove they belong, he dictates tempo, reads defenses, and keeps everyone aligned. After a difficult 2025 season and whispers about retirement, many expected decline. Instead, Reid insists Kelce is in fantastic form. Sharp routes, Smart decisions. Total control. Young talents like Damien Johnson bring energy. Free agents fill gaps. But the offense still flows through one voice, one brain, one connection with Patrick Mahomes that refuses to break. Inside Travis and Kelce, this is not nostalgia. It is strategy. Reid is building forward, not looking back, and Kelce is central to every plan. So here's the question. Is Travis Kelce still the Chiefs' ultimate weapon, or are we watching the final chapter unfold?